So as you guys can see, WJ is up in the air on these stock tires. This is how you can tell how big the lift is. It's just because of how small these look now compared to the gap there. But we got all the tires swapped off. I just put the tires on in case it falls. Taking these to the shop, having these 37s removed, using those wheels with these 35s. So let's go ahead and load all these in the back of the Jeep. What's going on, guys? Today's the day we're dropping down from the 37s on the WJ down to 35s. I went over why and all that in my last video, so if you guys didn't see that, make sure you guys go ahead and back to watch that. Kind of goes over all the reasons and everything like that. But we're going to go ahead and throw the 35s on. These Renegade R7s look sick on the wheels. So let's go ahead, we'll put them on the Jeep and get all that sorted out. One side is done. Going to go ahead and do the other side, then we'll drop it back down. Make sure everything clears. We have a lot more clearance up here now between the fender and the tire. So that should not be an issue with rubbing anymore, I don't think. So 35s are on and it's lowered to its final height on these tires. Now, yes, they don't look nearly as cool as the 37s did, but we'll be able to use the Jeep now and not have to worry nearly as much about it breaking. In the front, this was where we were rubbing before, is like right in here. As you can see, we have plenty of room there now, so we'll be able to turn full lock. I actually just drove it, turns full lock, no issue. No more rubbing in the front. In the rear, we never really rubbed anyway. And we have a ton of room back there for the tire to flex up into the fender well and everything. So this is definitely the size tire to go with on this size lift if you don't really want any issues and you don't want to make crazy modifications and cut more than this, honestly, which is, honestly, it's cut quite a bit. The back's cut basically as much as you can get it, unless you want to cut up right around there. But these work really well with this size lift, so we will be taking this thing wheeling this weekend, hopefully. Also, wanted to say thanks to Radar Tires for sending us over this set of tires. This is their Renegade R7 Mt, and I'm super pleased with it so far. We'll get an off-road test, obviously, when we take this thing wheeling, see how it holds up off-road. But so far, they're doing pretty well. They're not crazy loud on the road or anything like that, and they ride fairly smooth. These tires also have a really aggressive tread pattern, even compared to the Nittos or the BF Goodrich, the Rubicon takeoff wheels. These have a pretty aggressive tread pattern, which will do good, and the sidewall is not bad. So we'll see how it does in like mud, on stuff like that. We don't really have any rocks relatively close. We'd have to go like to Pennsylvania for that. So for now, you're gonna get like mud, trails, basic stuff. Kind of easier trails because the Jeep's not really that built yet. It doesn't even have lockers yet. But with all that being said, super pleased with how this came out. I think it looks really good. And it looks like a lot more proportioned correctly with this size tire versus the 37s, which didn't leave us a bunch of room for travel or anything. It flexed a lot, but it did hit on certain parts of the fenders. So the plan is run these tires for a while until we finish the 1 tons. Then we'll probably take these tires off this Jeep and put them on this Jeep because this Jeep also needs new tires. And that one will be getting way bigger tires once we have the 1 tons ready to go under it. That is actually going to be kind of my next project. I have to finish taking apart the rear axle, which I just haven't gotten around to, with doing a bunch of stuff for that Jeep and for the businesses. So this is basically kind of the next project, get this torn down, figure out what I have to order and order that stuff. While we're doing that, I plan on doing some more stuff to the blue Jeep. We need rock sliders and stuff like that. Haven't really decided if I want to do those now or wait till we have the big tires on and see where we end up cutting, because it would kind of suck to modify them once they're already on the Jeep because they'll be welded on, so you can't really take them back off real well. I mean, we could, but I wouldn't really feel like it. So I might do that now, I might wait, I'm not sure there. And then we need bumpers, but that's going to have to wait until we have the big tires on so we can check clearances and give it the best approach and departure angle we can. Just a lot that goes into that, and I want to wait till we're on the final set of tires, like tire size, and then we're on the final axles because that'll push the tires out on both sides quite a bit. These are so much wider than factory axles. They're actually a little bit wider than my Wrangler axles, and I'll put a picture up here of how wide that is so you guys can kind of get an idea how wide the Grand Cherokee is going to be. Here's the best part, guys. We no longer rub or have any issues there with any of that, so we can now go wheeling tomorrow or Sunday, whichever one works best. So we're definitely going to go wheeling soon. So definitely look out for some wheeling content, but super pleased with not rubbing anymore because that was very annoying. I also have some videos coming out on this thing. It's kind of getting like a refresh. We're going through it, working on new suspension for it, working on some other stuff because I want to get this one up and running as well. That way we can do a comparison between like a 4-inch budget lift and then a 6.5-inch long arm kit from Iron Rock Off-Road. Kind of show you guys the differences, why you might want to go which way. Either you want to go long arms or short arms or what. Because I think this would be kind of a good like demonstration showing you guys between this Jeep and that Jeep, just because they're completely different builds. This one's 100% a budget build. You could build it for under $5,000, no problem. That one, not so much, especially once it has these under there. That one's not going to be a budget-friendly build at all. So it'd be kind of cool to make comparisons, show you guys the differences, all that kind of stuff. I think that'd be really cool to see. And it also helps when people kind of figure out which route they want to go with their Jeeps. Plus, this was my first car, so I'd like to get it running and kind of use it for like traveling to different events and stuff like that. We'll use this to carry all the extra stuff for those two Jeeps, because those two are definitely going to events with me this year. This one, questionable. I might have a friend drive it up there or something. This one's definitely the least cool out of all of them. Comment below what events you guys go to. We're going to be going to pretty much as many as we can this year with both these Jeeps, and if I don't have somebody to drive one of them, I'll be taking just the Wrangler just because it's a lot more reliable long distance. Still haven't really driven this one much. I really don't drive it at all, honestly. It's more for making content and designing products, so that way we can make some more stuff for the Grand Cherokee, just because this one was so beat up it was kind of hard to design products on. But the plan for the summer is attend as many events as possible, because last year we didn't really get out to too many. I was super busy with that Jeep. We did the axle swap last year, all that stuff. So this year we finally have two Jeeps that are running. So comment down below what events you guys go to. And we're going to try to hit as many as we possibly can this year with both Jeeps. I think that would be really fun. Honestly, I'm more excited to take the Grand Cherokee just because it's a little bit different than the average Jeep you see at a Jeep event, which is basically my Wrangler. So this is a lot more unique, a lot cooler, and I like this a lot better. But that basically wraps up the video, so thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the support on the website. All orders are shipping today and Monday, so if you haven't got your order, make sure you check out your email for tracking numbers, because we're emailing tracking to all orders that haven't been shipped, and they're either going out today or Monday after the weekend's over with, so you guys can expect your orders soon. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.